Hi, Ross here for First Line Distribution, and welcome to this overview of the Empress Effects Compressor Mark II. In 2001, Empress Effects released their now iconic compressor pedal. This quickly became an integral part of both guitar and bass players' rigs. These were players that were looking for something more than just your standard two-knob compressor. Using feedback and requests from users, Empress have now released the Compressor Mark II, taking everything that made the original so popular and making it even better. Looking at the knobs, you'll see a whole host of controls you normally only see on high-end studio compressors. This means that you can get the classic pedal compression that we all know and love, but with the added benefit of endless tweakability to suit every scenario. The Compressor Mark II is a FET-based compressor with an all-analog signal path that is completely transparent. On the pedal, you will see a row of LEDs. These give you visual metering on both input and output gain reduction. Attack and release control how quickly the compression kicks in and how quickly it stops respectively. The mix control blends between the dry and compressed signals. This is great for retaining playing dynamics while still having the compression doing its thing. New for the Mark II is the tone knob, which doesn't just make the tone brighter, it's actually a tilt EQ centered at 500 Hz. This means that when you turn it up, you're adding treble and cutting bass. Likewise, when you turn it down, you're boosting bass and cutting treble. This means you can get the pedal to work with any piece of gear or use it as an effect on its own. There's also a 3-position switch for the sidechain high-pass filter, giving you options of off, 120 Hz and 240 Hz. This lets you maintain clarity and avoid that low-frequency pumping that can cause unwanted issues. There is a 3.5mm input and output jack for the sidechain compression. Naturally, compression is more of a feel effect rather than an audible one, but nevertheless, let's have a listen to some sounds. As you can hear, the Empress Compressor Mark II is extensive. It's everything that you could possibly need from a compressor and some more. And with the added option of the tilt EQ, it could become an essential part of your rig. Because this is a studio-grade compressor, it's not just limited to guitar and bass. You can use this on any instrument and even incorporate it into your studio setup as outboard. Check out the Empress Compressor Mark II today, and thanks for watching.